Not even signed
This
in.
is this is Comic Burrito, a podcast, a live stream. Damn it, Nick, I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
Oh my god.
This is your
I was
favorite
almost
podcast coming straight out of the
That's what she
Midwest, my friends.
Yeah,
Oh.
best comics related Midwestian podcast / YouTube show.
/
Hey Sam, hey Wes, hey Nat, hey Chaos. What? How's it going, guys? Hope all is well. It is a good time to be a comic fan, as it has been forever. There's a good amount going on. We've had it was a pretty good week. I think we have a new arc on some big book happening. Something to do with some bad guy that Batman fights. I don't know.
It was a pretty good week.
That went over my head.
Arc on some big.
Oh, thanks, Nick. I'm just. Oh God, mute it.
I got it.
I like technology.
This is Nick with the new toy,
I got a new toy.
and he doesn't know how to use it.
I kind of know how to use it. I'm sure there's people watching me use it. Like he's not doing that right, but
You didn't even hold it just now, right? You're just doing everything wrong. You like hold it by the corner and just dangle it.
I do like to when I read, it has this flap to hold it open.
Yeah,
And
you
when
use that as a hand thing.
I kind of like to just right there,
Yeah,
I
right
don't
in
know.
there, right in the crack.
right in there.
Yeah. Oh, neat. It's not me. It's
Yeah.
Nick.
It's not. I didn't fuck up. I just wasn't ready yet because we were just like we were
You kind of
talking.
said you were.
I know, but we were talking, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's 1 minute to 10. It's time to go.
It's my bobblehead dance. It's pretty convincing.
I'm into it.
Thanks. Joker War, I believe is what it's actually called.
Yes.
Yeah.
That happened. We got some indie comic books that are pretty good this week. And now to Cole with your local charity donkey basketball highlights. All right, Cole, let's do it. Apparently, you got local charity donkey basketball highlights.
Yes,
I'm ready for
in the worst Midwest state of Kansas, there are lots of donkey basketball tournaments because they are not superior to Michigan, the greatest Midwest state. Thank you all.
If you guys aren't clued in, Cole and Poser are feuding right now about if Michigan's in the Midwest. So if you want to get in on this action, say
The
something.
Encyclopedia
Hashtag
Britannica
Team Cole or
says that we are.
Or Team Todd and Nick, who are just bystanders.
Yeah, like I think Cole's probably right, but I don't care enough to.
I also
argue
don't really
this
care
at
that
all.
much, but it's just like the point that the Encyclopedia Britannica says we're Midwest, and like I think we've all grown up our entire lives assuming we're in the Midwest, right?
Yeah, but I've assumed lots of things that have been wrong.
That's true. You know Nick is not the guy to
Right.
lean on for this.
Just because I assumed it is a bad reason to say it's okay.
That usually means it's wrong.
That's probably wrong then.
Well, Kane Paul says we're definitely
Oh,
Midwest.
thank you, Kane Paul, for your for the input.
See, argument over.
Argument over. Kane Paul said so. It's done.
Take a knee, poser.
The definitive answer, and no worries, Kane Paul. Thanks for stopping in, even if you can't stay long. It's always good to see your text. I was going to say see you, but we can't see you. But it's good to see you. Great Lakes. Yeah, we are the only Great Lakes state.
Technically, there is a Great Lakes region, and for some reason, Minnesota's in it.
But we touch all of them. So basically, except for one, which is fine.
Cole like knows maps.
Well, only
This is
because
his thing.
Poser
He's
posted
like-
these in our
If
fight
anyone
today.
If anyone has any geography questions, Cole is just ready to answer.
Not normally.
As
Just-
long as it's in like around Michigan.
Cole cites one encyclopedia, and I cite the whole internet. I'm glad I know this is comic burrito, but I do appreciate that we're branching out into geography.
He also cited Banana 105 a radio station? I don't know what that is, but I assume it's not trustworthy. He also cited
Or
Quora,
it's the most
which is like a Yahoo-owned question and answer site.
Is it Quora or Quora? How do you say it?
I don't know, but I've said it that way, and that's
It's
what I'm
the one
sticking
with
to.
a Q and an O and an R and an A and stuff.
And a U.
And a U's in there, yeah. You aren't in there, but there is a letter U in it.
All right, so to get on task and stay Michigan Midwest oriented, I read Stealth 1 and 2.
Yes, finally.
It's funny because this whole time I'm reading this book and like I'm thinking of what Todd said when he read it, because he was like, yeah, you think something's happening and then the end happens and it's not what you think's happening. And like it's literally on the last page. I'm like, well, he was right. And I thought he was wrong, but he was right. I love that it's in Detroit. So there's like these weird references. I know the son in it is wearing like a Jay Dilla shirt, which is like kind of cool. But I mean, I was mad that I only could read 2 of these because I have the third one here also, and I didn't have enough time. So I got Midwest or shipped from Midtown Comics.
Midwest.
And
Midwest
I
Comics.
ordered 2 of these just to make it worthwhile because it was the only place I could find Sex Criminal 29.
Fan.
The weirdest thing though.
I'm not going to put that one up, but I recommend people look at the chat.
I mean, he's just more or less upset that Michigan is definitely a Midwest state and he's wrong.
Oh, damn. So Stealth is great.
I almost shaved it today because I was eating wings yesterday and definitely had like a bite of my mustache in there. And that's usually when it goes.
I'm hoping that one of these, like, you're not going to say anything and we'll get like 45 minutes through the podcast before anyone even notices it's gone.
There was a good chance that it was going to be gone today, but I was so tired after being at the beach all day that I was like, I'd rather sit on the couch and read some comics than attempt to shave.
Fair enough.
I do appreciate that since I have this part, I get much less ridicule.
Right.
It's amazing what this will do to just keep people away. So, Stealth, I'm very excited that you finally read this because I feel like I'm the only one singing its praises. I don't see because there's just so much.
I'm hearing a lot about it.
Yeah. There are a decent amount of people now talking about it, but you kind of were early. I know Grabs was in on it.
Yeah.
I think Grabs and I were the only 2 that I had seen even like mentioning it. But there's just so much other good. There's so much other good stuff going on right now that it's just really hard to like. If this came out late last year, I think it would get a bigger like about it. But there's like 30 titles right now that are just amazing. Talking about Stealth. It's on Cole's pedestal. You just can't. There's a barcode. It's not ST. It's actually there's Stealth is underneath.
Oh yeah, that was the only thing. The weird thing too for people that order from Midtown, 2 of my comics were up like back. They had the backside in the thing, like it wasn't the front cover showing in the bag. It was the back cover. So I was like, this is weird.
But yeah, I love Stealth. I'm glad that you just still didn't see it coming, even though you were very much aware that there was a twist at the end.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's one of those, where you're just like, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to read that 3rd issue. I like what it has. I think it's going to be a different take. It's going to be a quick book. So it's 6 issues, maybe 5 or 6, something like that. So either way, I'm not like getting way deep into the investment because I know that it's not going to go long, but also seeing what you see in the first issue, it makes it hard.
I think it's
5.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure.
I think it's 5 or 6. It's not much.
Yeah. Just knowing what you see in the first issue, it kind of like, there's not really a way to keep it going longer unless they change a lot.
Yep. So that's awesome. I love that. Nick, what you've been reading? What's been pulling you?
Yeah.
What have you been pulling that's pulling you?
We talked a little bit about that before. We kind of covered it, I think. And I've talked about it a little bit, but I just smashed this And is Comic Book Poser? He is. Dude. Comic Book Poser sent me this, and it is so good. I pretty much grabbed it out of the mailbox and just like read it through. What's going on?
Poser just roasting Cole. Dear God. He's on a warpath.
He is. He's not letting up. So hold one. Dark art. Yeah. So, and I think Poser was telling me there's 4 like new issues out right now. So I
just want to let you know, Poser's been putting time out for right now. So when you can handle it and be nice, we'll take you out of timeout, bud. But also, since he said he smashed that book, I'd like you guys all to smash that like button for us if you enjoy what you're seeing.
All of Poser's messages are deleted on chat now.
Boom.
Holy shit.
Cole is living like a god now. Cole's got his band hammer out.
I didn't ban hammer. I put him in timeout. He's acting like a kid. We'll treat him like a kid.
The other thing I did,
you lose an argument, it's fine.
Is I did not read up in here. I did not read, but I flipped through Descender and just kind of enjoyed Dustin Wynn's art a little bit. But I didn't have time to fully read it, so I just kind of flipped through it.
Uh-oh. My computer is...
Uh-oh. I don't know how to...
I think it'll be okay. You guys are in the broadcast room, so you'll be fine. But I'm gonna be off over here for a second.
Uh-oh. Todd, technical difficulties.
Hey, this is still going though. I'm pretty sure Windows Explorer just crashed on me.
Oh, it still shows you live.
Oh yeah. No, the Chrome is still running. The rest of my screen is everything else is gone. Oh shit. My computer is definitely crashing. 100%. Chrome is the only thing running right now.
Well, this is fun.
I mean, this is running. That's fine. That's nice. Oh, shit.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody. So I guess before I leave, I'm going to talk about what I read. So I bought this a while ago because Poser, which, did you let him back in yet?
Apparently, it's just like an automated timeout process, and eventually they get put back in.
No,
I assume that it would take like a few seconds, but apparently that's not something you can do. So sorry.
It's gonna be like 5 days. I thought he commented.
He did, and then I timed that one.
I got this mask because he was talking about Mad Cave, and he was like, they have masks going, and I saw this one, and I was like, oh shit, that's super dope. So I bought this before I ever read Battle Cats. I have now read Battle Cats from Mad Cave Studios. It's London and my notes. Where are my notes?
Oh, now he's gone.
Yep. Well, apparently Poser now has 3 accounts. So, thank you. Hopefully you smashed the like on all of those.
Maybe. Where did Todd go?
I'm guessing that his computer is restarting, but on a good note, we are still here. So,
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know he was hosting it?
Yeah, I'm guessing that it's still because it's live and he didn't stop it. The only thing is that one of us would probably have to run in with the actual account to undo it.
Oh.
So
Well,
yeah, I mean, which is fine for now. I also, as I kind of mentioned when I was talking Stell, read Sex Criminals 29, and that was, I'm very sad that this book is ending, because this is like the book I read the most during quarantine.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's a very sad issue if you're into the story.
So how many issues? It's 29 issues now, because I have the first 2 trades, and I think I've read the first trade. I don't think I've read the second one. So that I would have through 12 then. Maybe.
I don't know if they're 5 or 10. I know that the first like incredible sex book or whatever it's called, I think those are 10 issues. I'm guessing they're each going to be 10 because it's going to be 30 issues except for the final
trade
issue.
Is 5.
I would guess, but I'm not sure.
That would make sense. So there's quite a bit then that's come out that I don't have.
Yeah, and like one of the things Wes kind of mentioned is that he loves seeing a book actually end on a high note rather than crash and burn. And like,
sure.
I would have liked to see more in Middle West, but I think how it ended was pretty great for how it ended.
Yeah, I think maybe it could have had one more arc. I think they could have stretched it, and I liked it enough that if the whole thing would have been just stretched out one more arc, 5 or 6 more issues, I would have really liked it. So I don't count it against it really. I like that it's a little more condensed. I like that I can read the full story in a day. I'm hoping that there's like just one big massive hardcover that comes out. I've missed tons of because I was on Top Chat again.
Yeah.
Oh geez, look at all this stuff.
I think pretty much.
I pretty much missed all these messages.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly talking about how Todd left, and then Nat has been reading the volume 1 just before the stream
of Sex Criminals.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Hey!
He back.
R.I.P. Windows Explorer. Hell yeah.
Okay, go ahead and go live again, Todd.
Man, that ban was I Googled how long the timeout was, and it said 30 to 60 minutes, and it looks like Poser was only gone for like maybe 5, maybe 10.
I'm glad he's back. That was hilarious. Welcome. I can't believe you. Yes. We might have to take away Cole's administration while he's in a feud. We might have to take away his ban privileges. If you're having a feud with somebody, we might have to take it away. So now I have to take it away from Nick because him and Wes are feuding, obviously.
Yeah.
No, me and Wes are best friends right now.
No, over Cole. Sorry.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because you're getting in the way of the love triangle.
Right.
Also, Poser, just so you know, your comments are not dead. They are still live on StreamYard. So I'm preserving them.
I think they come back. Maybe
Do
not.
they?
I don't know.
I'm just making sure.
There were some good ones in there.
There's some good stuff that if I ever need to, hurt somebody in my life, I'll have some ammo.
Fix it in post.
Yep. All right.
Oh man, Chaos is feuding with all 3 of us. Why? What did we do? I get it that
he is.
I don't know.
Oh,
that's what he said. He literally wrote it. Or he just wants to be banned.
Yeah, ban me. Do it.
Or he wants all of us to lose our ability to ban people because we're all feuding with him.
Fair. Also, apparently Nat is coming for me, so I'm going to feud with Nat. So we're all going to have feuds. That's exciting. We made it, guys.
Yeah,
we have haters. So I was talking about Battle Cats. I'm assuming you guys didn't keep talking about Battle Cats after I left.
What's a Battle Cat?
Battle Cats is from Mad Cave Studios, which was introduced to me and us, I would assume, from this guy named Dusty. He goes by Comic Book Poser on the internets. 2 out of 3 of us are cool with him.
I mean, he's just upset with me because I had beat him in debate, and he's a debate moderator, and he couldn't win the debate.
Probably it. So it's writer Mark London, artist is Robert Stotts, color is Jonathan Prada, and Miguel Angel Zapata for letters. Which each of those aspects are really crisp. I read Tales of Valdyria because that's the latest thing. At the end, I looked it up. This is like lore into something that's already current. So I'm very excited to hop into the actual world where there's things. These are like vignettes of like important people throughout history, important cats throughout history. It's not actually the story. I don't know how much may have gotten spoiled for me from reading this, but I am really into it. I really liked it. It's basically Thundercats, but like done in like a fantasy setting instead, and it's really cool. Cat battles, cattle bats.
Yeah,
Cattle bats. Oh god, it's like when a vampire bat bites a cow and it becomes a vampire. It's a cattle bat.
Yeah, I'll buy that book.
That sounds like an indie book, and I would probably read it. Yeah,
I'll buy that one. I'll buy that one. For
but
sure.
yeah, Battle Cats. It's by the art is really cool. I'll throw something up real quick of it. Battle Cats. So that's issue 3. That's no good. Where's issue 1? Yeah. There we go. So that's the cover. Ugh.
Who does the letters on that?
Miguel Angel. I just said it.
Okay.
Miguel
yeah,
Angel Zapata.
I was mostly paying attention.
Yeah. That's some of the art. That's the second page, but like it's really good. I'm not big into like the anthropomorphized, like animals, creatures.
Yep.
I'm not like that's not like a thing that I usually like seek out. Not like Nick and My Little Ponies. I'm not like that. But
wait, no, what?
I'm not a brony like Nick. But I did really enjoy this. It was pretty cool. And then I got a cool. I understand this. So I bought it drunkenly on a live stream, one of our first, when Poser was like, "You should check out Mad Cave," and I was like, "They have a cool mask." So I bought this, and now I understand the reference. I'm not just scaring my child while I wear it now. I understand.
Yeah.
So that's something I read that I didn't talk about on Wednesday because I read it today.
I also jumped into a Mad Cave book. I started reading RV9.
Ooh, I've read that already.
Yeah, which is written by Ben Goldsmith, pencils by Travis Mercer, ink also from Miguel Zapata and Nicholas Salamancia. And then it was lettered by Justin Birch. So it's kind of like this. I've only read the first issue and a half, and then I crashed last night. But it's kind of this like trained, I think it's supposed to be like an assassin, but it's been pretty good so far. I really like the art's pretty good. I really like a lot of the art, and I like what's happening. There's a lot of weird, I think, things that might tie into stuff I don't understand.
This cover gives off a vibe.
Yeah.
That I don't think is indicative of the comic.
So the thing I hate,
but it's a really cool cover.
Is
like
I don't know
I
why,
love the colors.
But the outfit she's wearing seems odd to me. Yeah, I would maybe not skip to the next page.
No, I won't. But look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
but like the outfit she wears it almost looks like she's wearing a one-piece bathing suit if it had long sleeves that like rides up high on her hips, but she has jeans over it.
Dude, that's a current look. That's trendy right now.
Oh, that is a thing that people wear?
Old man Cole. It's okay. Yeah, this is a thing that you can go out and buy in a store right now.
Interesting.
It's like a one piece underneath, and then you wear pants over it.
Yeah.
Justin Birch.
Yep, he does the letters on that. I know I think he does the letter on most of the Mad Cave books from what I have.
Yeah. He's been the only letterer I've seen in like 4 days now. He's doing some work, which is awesome. It's good stuff.
Apparently, I am flexing my age, and I don't know current fashion. I mostly see my wife, my daughter, and people I work with, and I assume that outfit. Well, and you, but you wouldn't wear that.
No, I'm saying that's me, except not even people I work with. Also,
and even me, I
how
haven't
dare
seen
you?
people I work
That's
with.
what I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how
right.
how is there even a current fashion? Like, people aren't outside or anything. Like,
I just assume everyone's wearing sweatpants and t-shirts.
Current fashion is from March now because we haven't got to move forward since then. So for the next like year, fashion will actually stay the same.
Because like, I feel like this was a thing that they did in like a lot of the 90s, like Mad Cow stuff. But maybe I'm just making this up in my head.
I think you're just making it up in your head, which is fine. That's where most of us live, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So what else is everybody else? What's everybody else reading? Nat, Chaos, Dudes. What's got your blood pumping this week?
Oh, Wes, you don't get to ask Wes.
Wes, sorry, Wes. My goodness.
And
did I talk about that at all?
Yeah, of course you can talk about that.
No, did I?
You talked about it to us. I don't think you talked about it to us.
I bought it. It's quite.
You're holding it, so I would hope so.
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, no, I stole it.
How many pages is that about?
30? I don't know.
It's a comic book?
Like a normal comic book size, maybe bigger because it's newspaper print.
Ooh.
I mean, it's.
I don't know about Nick, but bad reception blew some wind up my skirt.
I have not finished it yet.
But you've started it?
Yeah. So I restarted it and I have not finished it because I started.
You haven't started 5.
No.
That's why I was like, how did you only read part of 5? No. What are you doing?
No, I've read up to 4.
You're going through it.
I started at 1 and I'm back to 3, and then some jerk sent me this amazing hardcover, and it just consumed my past couple days. So
somebody who would send that knows nothing about geography. I hear.
No, that was all over the place. There was just water everywhere.
Oh, Umbrella Academy. That's awesome.
That's like went 1 down.
What?
I said our subs just went 1 down. Without
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Poser's just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yep. Bye, guys.
You're still our side of queso. Sorry that we got into a weird, heated argument about the Midwest when I didn't really care about it.
Ooh, Wes just read 7 Deadly Sins.
Ooh, yeah. I think we all read. No, Nick did not read
I haven't read that one.
Oh.
It's the same guy that did the one that you really like, Fearsome Dr. Fang.
Is it the same guy?
Yeah, like I know his last name is like Z, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
And,
Umbrella Academy is awesome. It is.
That's one I need to get. I think I got the first few issues of like the newer stuff, and I was like, why am I even getting this when I haven't read the original?
Yeah, that's.
And then I just stopped, and I was like, I'm an idiot.
That's smart.
But then and it was weird because I remember for a while trying to get Umbrella Academy. I'm guessing they re-released it after the Netflix show, but there was a while where you could only get it on eBay, and you were paying $100 for a hardcover.
Well, it wasn't that popular. I mean, it was popular for a while, and then it cooled because other things happened. And then the show hit, and all of a sudden people wanted it again that hadn't read it, and they weren't ready for that for some reason. I don't know why when shows become TV shows, they're not ready, because when books do that, when Game of Thrones came out, they printed a shit ton of Game of Thrones books because it's like people are going to want to read this again. It's weird sometimes when comic books don't do that. Go crazy. You need to go ham because these trades are about to be like a thing, and you could make a lot of money. Instead, the secondary market is making a lot of money off of the trade they got for $15. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Umbrella Academy is Dark Horse, right?
Yes, right.
Like Dark Horse is a big enough realtor that they should be able to just be
Yeah,
like,
they
oh,
could do
let's push
that.
that. I mean, also it's like Gerard Way, so you'd assume that there's just like random emo kids that are like, I should read this. I like this guy. I was part of the Black Parade.
Yeah, right. This week. Oh, Die 12. I finally did read that, and it's excellent. Hotel 3, fucking phenomenal. Bliss 1 blew me away. I still haven't got to read Murder Hobo. Yeah.
I can't find it. I've tried 3 different places, and they've all gone.
It's really sad.
What
Feeds It. I have not read yet, but I'm really excited about it. It looks fantastic. And Descender 1, I've never heard. What's Descender?
I think if me and Poser are not fighting after a while, he might eventually send me It Eats What Feeds It. So maybe we can all just share that copy together as friends.
Do you own it? Is it any good?
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That was when we were doing our homework segment.
How's the art in it? Oh, that's pretty good.
Fine.
Yeah, it's only like that on like every page.
Yes.
Whatever.
Ugh.
The book that I had a problem binging because the art is so good.
You're like, you know what I don't like about it is it's kind of too good.
It is almost too good. Every single one's an art piece, and I'm like, I'm trying to read this thing, and you're throwing like museum quality pieces at me. I need to move along.
I had it with me on my birthday, and it was like, I just want to just flip through it. I know I don't have time to read it, but I just want to just look at every page, and I did that. It's a great book.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
I hope you like it, Nat.
When Avengers came out, do some short newsprint books. Yeah, make it easy and accessible to get, because that's how you get people hooked on the other side of where it actually came from. Totally. Also, hey, El Crudo, I don't know if you've been around here before, but thanks for stopping by.
He's Manny Shapes from our Discord.
Oh, Manny. Okay, I know Manny. Thanks for coming by. And then what else is people reading? Murder Hobo I want. Black Parade is the best. I love me some MCR.
Ooh, man, I was a Three Cheers fan, I think, over that, but
no, but me too. Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. I have the normal vinyl, and I have the graphic vinyl that has the art on the vinyl. I love me some Three Cheers, but also I love me some Black Parade. Yeah. Oh, you finally read it?
I finally read it.
It's so good.
It is.
It's so good.
So good.
That was an issue I think I read.
You guys were all like, "Oh, it's so good," and this might be okay. Maybe Once in Future was the one that exceeded my expectations the most, but that's a really close second. And I didn't expect it to be that good.
Haven't been. I feel like because we keep being so excited about so many of these things, it's diminishing the value of our excitement.
Yeah.
They're just this good right now. Like everything is just like, oh, you're talking about Devil's Highway? What about Hotel? Oh, you're talking about Hotel? What about this? What about this? What about this? It's because it's all so good. It's just all so good. It's hurting my brain because I don't even know what my favorite comic right now is.
No.
I have no idea how to even gun to my head, I would probably yell something, but I don't know how true it would be. I don't know what it is.
I would say an answer, and then someone would be like, "But what about this?" And he'd be like,
"Oh." And then this is when Cole's like, "Well, obviously it's," and then he has a definitive answer for his favorite comic.
I don't even know. I was trying to think of that. Part of me thinks that I want to say it's Sex Criminals because I know it's ending and I'm getting sad. Part of me thinks that I would even say Hotel, but then it's like we got this one issue of Devil's Highway. I mean, also Saga is still a thing that's eventually going to happen again.
Current comic book. Yeah. I would say it is hard. If I have to say my favorite, Green Lantern, I can easily say, but.
Well, Saga is still technically
it is not a current. Comic. No, it is not. Shut up.
It is.
As soon as you can give me a date when it's showing up, it'll be a current comic.
A lot of people assumed it was going to happen this weekend because, like, this is essentially San Diego Comic-Con, but it hasn't, so it's over, I think, at this point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, there's so many good books. I know, like, I know Hotel, I know Sex Criminals. Like, those are books that I grab immediately.
Wes is on our side, but then Poser is saying Red Border is his favorite, or is it just is that just AWA books?
Yeah,
See,
that's
the thing. AWA.
Philadelphia is still a thing. I know that's kind of on break, but that at least has
not really. It's next month. It's back.
It has a date, so that's still very much a thing.
Why do you gotta rub in dates?
That Texas Blood exists too. Like, what the fuck? One that we never fucking talk about. That I hold up, because this also, I think, got railroaded purely because of the amazingness. This came out the same week as Devil's Highway and that Texas Blood, I believe. Dead Body Road. No one talks about it, at least from what I've seen, and it hasn't been anything serious.
You're the only person I know that's read it.
I read the first one, which helps. But you don't need to. Yeah. You could jump into this and be completely fine, and it's fantastic. But you know what? There's so much good going on.
It was a continuation of something.
Hey, it is a continuation. Is a big fan of Dead Body Roads.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got another person with you.
Okay.
I love Dead Body Road, but it's not.
I think you even told us, like, you can kind of read this without reading the other one. But you're like, the other one was so good that you should probably
but don't do it. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you can, but why would you? That's a really bad idea, because you're going to get insights into something that's you should just read, which you can get as a trade. And it's a short book because it was just one volume, I believe.
I think I looked it up. I think it was like 5 or 6 issues.
Yep. So I highly recommend. It's just, oh my god, comics right now is just fucking
dude's talking comics also in it. So apparently you just got to talk about it and people talk about it.
I tried and I didn't get any traction the last time.
You're also not on Twitter enough, I think, to like make it so that you can get people like to talk about a book with you.
Yeah, but Twitter is the Twitter. I like the Reddit. Let's get. I'm on Reddit. I can't help it.
The hard thing about Reddit is the difference between Reddit and Twitter is like Reddit, you're not really out there to make friends, where Twitter, you kind of are.
Yeah, I don't want to make friends on when I'm talking comic books necessarily. Like when I'm trying to like go in depth, Twitter's really nice because I like getting other people's information from it. I don't usually, and you can look at my Twitter. There's like no tweets from me, but I will reply to stuff a lot.
Yeah. Or
retweet. Because I'm not really putting my stuff out there. I like to go on Twitter and be like, oh yeah, I like this, and then go off of other people's things because I like to hear what other people are saying. I don't yell into the void very often.
That's all I do.
Yeah, that's Nick's favorite thing. He just likes to scream at a void.
That's like literally comic book posers like the headline on his like blog site, just a guy screaming into the void of the internet.
Let's scream together, except I'll scream on Reddit and then here, and then you can scream on Twitter and there, and we're covering all the bases.
And maybe here.
What about Bog Bodies?
I've never heard of it.
I'm assuming Dead Body Road. I don't know, but I am glad. I'm very glad that people also love Dead Body Road because I think that went under our radar. At least I tried, but there was so much going on.
I remember it came out. It was the same week Devil's Highway came out, and that week I think I spent $65.
That was the expensive week. Yeah,
and like
I remember it being on the shelf, and I looked at Cole was at the shop with me at the same time. I was like, "Are you picking this up?" And he was like, "No," and I was like, "All right."
Right there is the
to you. Yeah,
Manny's saying the same thing.
I think I said to you, I want to, but I think there's another book and I haven't read it, so it makes it an easy decision to not add.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even get Devil's Highway at that point, so
yeah. And I think that might have been one of those weird weeks where somehow you spent more money than I spent. There was like 1 week
It
where
was
that
like,
happened.
it was like $3 more though. It wasn't a lot.
Dude, no, it was like $1.50, and it was only because you saw a book and you're like, "Oh, I'll grab that too," and it was like a $2 book.
Oh, that was the SOS book.
Yeah,
If issue 2 is better than 1, then that's great because
very excited.
issue 1 was very good.
It was very good. We
Yeah.
did a whole video about it. You can check out in our
I
reviews playlist, I believe.
very much
Yep.
enjoyed that comic book, and with issue 2, I'm excited to flip to the last page first and check the Spotify soundtrack to listen to while I read.
I wish they would have started with that because
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know
They
because
got
I
done
would have
with it, and then I
done
was
that
like,
easy.
oh.
they're
Yeah,
getting you
sure.
to go back and read it a second time, my dudes.
I mean, I'm gonna do that anyways, though.
Not
Ooh,
everyone.
yeah. Sync. Good stuff.
Well, they should.
Nice. Good find. Anything else? Sync is fantastic. Did you find anything else in the sale? Any oldie goodies?
Nat found some great stuff.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
she's saying Sync. I'm curious what else she found.
And Defender.
I definitely love our comic book shop, but the
Nice.
one thing
Yeah.
that I get sad
Mhm.
that they've never done is a back issues sale.
Yeah, they have.
Only
are
when they
incorrect.
put them.
I've
only
been
when,
there for that.
only when they put them into long boxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're like half off though when they do the sale, so they're like $1.50.
It depends. Yeah, I guess.
At least the time I can think of like 2 times that I've been there for that.
They did it. I think.
I didn't buy any, but
But they never do it like on the shelf stuff where it's like there's a run of something that I kind of
Yeah.
want to get, but I'm like, I don't want to pay full price for it right now.
I mean, if you're
I
getting
don't know any shop that does that. To be fair, I've never
That's
seen
like
a shop.
was literally every back issue.
But
At least that's how
we're-
it's saying. Maybe it could be
we're-
weirded.
We're in weird times though.
Yeah.
Right now, where you'll find stuff like this. I don't know if they would be doing the same thing if it wasn't like COVID times.
I've seen people post stuff. And I guess we're also in COVID time. So sorry, I'm still in that area.
Kane Paul wants to talk Eisner's.
Oh, we can talk Eisner's. Do you want to pull up a list? And we can
I've got one already.
You guys pull up a list, and I'm going to. I got to go to banners, and I got to go.
I think we got some special
Yes.
news.
And
Oh,
I just got to throw this up real quick. And yeah, what's the special news? Is it something I need to know before I go?
check the private chat.
Oh, oh my! Hello.
Nice, very nice.
Since we're talking Eisner's,
Oh.
I think we have a special announcement that we want.
I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
You can screen share it.
Oh, I can, but like I have to. Okay.
He's got to pee.
Yeah.
There was a
1 second.
perfect transition for it. So
Okay, I'll see if I can do this.
What is Kane? Did you watch the Eisners, or did you just? The show itself to me was a. I mean, it could. Oh,
There it is.
Ah, thank you.
we are so humbled to announce
I'd like
that we
to
got
thank
the Eisner for
my
best
wife,
new YouTube series.
my children, and God, and Cole and Todd.
Yeah, I want to thank Tom King
I'd
for
like
writing
to-
some of the best comic book stories that we've
Yeah,
had.
especially Heroes in Crisis. It's just
For
comic
some
book
reason, yeah, for some reason, I want to thank Photoshop for this. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Sure.
Beer, we thank Beer.
Yeah, Beard's been good to us.
and
Our wives for letting us talk into microphones in our basements while they.
go to sleep.
Yep.
Mine's in a blanket fort with my daughter right now, which is dope.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right, this counter is going to be a thing. Looks legit. Thanks. That was like a good 5 minutes of my night last night because Cole requested it. So I appreciate it.
While I was watching the movie The Lobster. So, I mean, do we just want to talk about the main ones real quick?
Yeah, and Todd's gonna go pee.
All right. So
Yeah, talk about the ones that I could actually talk about. That'd be good. And then we'll talk about the ones we don't understand later.
I don't know.
There's one about Neil Gaiman, who Todd's never heard of.
Yeah, I mean, So the
I didn't
best
hear.
single issue one shot went to My Favorite Thing Is Monsters by Emil Harris, which I think that was a free comic book day book.
Yes.
I have it, haven't read it.
Yeah.
I
I don't
know
have
any
it.
of these books. So the other ones is Coin Op number 8
There was
by
so
Peter
many
and Mary
that-
Hoey, The Freak by Matt Lessenwinks, Minotaur, and Sobek. But if I were to guess or want to put a horse in the race for that, I probably would have picked My Favorite or Our Favorite Thing Is My Favorite Thing Is Monsters, just because I enjoyed that book.
I didn't finish it. I got into it, and then I got a whole bunch of other stuff came in, and now I have to start back over and go back through. It's the same thing as like AD After Death for me, where there's those large chunks of prose that it's gonna slow me down. So I have to wait till I'm not so burned out.
I'm going to. Man, there's a lot of these that Todd wants to talk about.
Is there?
Well, I don't know. Best continuing series or best limit? I think we went hard into limited series before.
Let's see
I
that
don't know.
one.
So best limited was won by Little Bird.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There it is.
But other books that were included in that were Ascender,
Okay.
Ghost Tree, Little Bird, Naomi, and Sentient.
I like Sentient a lot. Did you? I don't think you didn't read Little Bird, did you?
I read the first 2 issues of Little Bird, and I think I have the third. Is it 5 issues or 4 issues?
I think it's 5.
Okay, or 5 or 3. That's what. Yeah,
They're larger. I think it's 5, but they're larger issues. I really, 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 really liked Little Bird. So I was okay with that. I mean, Ascender would have been fantastic. I got a little, special place in my heart for that one. So Ascender
would have.
cool, but Jeff's got a few, doesn't he? I mean,
Yeah, I would have said I would have picked Sentient or Naomi. The only reason why I wouldn't have picked Ascender is like a weird beef that I have is that it's like he has put a number of issues on it, but I don't think it's like, to me, a limited series is like 6, like under 12 issues. And I'm pretty sure Ascender's like 36.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why it's like he knows that it's not going to be.
It's a long limited.
Right, where like
it's also early now. It's not like they're giving him the nomination at issue 30. He's at like what, 9 or something.
10 or 11 comes out next week or the week after, I think. But yeah. I mean, I guess in that thing, Criminal is not in best limited series. It's in best continuing series, and that ended at 12 issues.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? I don't know. I mean, I know a lot of people have gripes when it comes to things with the Eisners, especially with like just some of the stuff might be a little too political in certain aspects. Some of it's not. People get upset, but it is,
maybe
what it is.
I found myself watching it, and like it was just a bunch of lists of comics that I had never even heard of, but it was like, ooh, I want that one, and then that one would win, and so that was fun.
Nat asked if she starts Ascender while reading Descender, will it balance out? No, don't read Ascender until you've read Descender. Just don't do it.
No, you could, but don't.
Yeah,
you very well could read Ascender, but Ascender number 1 will ruin Descender 32. Yeah. So if you're planning on reading Descender, then don't.
What are we trying to drop links to? Do they want to see the list? I don't know. Somebody asked for something. I know that Poser said he was going to drop the list. I'll drop a list in here. This is the Bleeding Cool, and sorry that I'm using them. They were the first list up that had everything there and was ready. But that is the list of like sort of where we're going with this. I guess, do you think Todd wants to talk more about new series, which we kind of discussed last night? I guess... New
series will wait for sure. There he is. Let's do new series.
So we talked limited when we talked one shot. So we're on best new series, which the winner was Invisible Kingdom by G. Willow Wilson. Nominees were Doctor Doom, Invisible Kingdom, Once and Future, Something is Killing the Children, Undiscovered Country. And I would say that this was the strongest of hitters. And I think that maybe
I think
three of us might have a different thing that we would have picked in this category.
I might have picked Once and Future.
Well, last night you said Something is Killing the Children.
I would be
country, and I was like, Once and Future for me is like
he didn't realize Once and Future was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did.
You said that, didn't you? Oh.
I realized it was in there, but I still thought, like, if someone would have had me, like, if I was gonna bet on who I thought was going to win, I would have thought Something is Killing the Children would have won. I thought I would have bet on Undiscovered Country. Yeah, that would be my second pick. If I could do like a secondary bet, that would be my second pick. I did not expect what was it? Invisible Kingdom. Invisible Kingdom. I have read Invisible Kingdom, and the artwork from Christian Ward in that book is fucking amazing. That was fantastic, but I would not have thought that book would have beat out Something is Killing the Children, Undiscovered Country, and Once and Future. Those three are some really, really good books. And again, like, not that wasn't, but that took me by surprise.
Yeah, I like that book.
I haven't read. What was the Marvel one? What was the Marvel one?
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom. I've heard it's really good, but I haven't read any of it. But I have heard good things about that.
I know that we talked about this at one point, and I think I said I thought Once and Future might win, but I don't know. I might have even said something about Invisible Kingdom.
But what would you guys have chosen to actually win? Not bet to win.
I would have picked Once.
What would you have picked? Okay, Nick.
I don't know.
I might have picked Doctor Doom over Undiscovered Country. And I've not read Doctor Doom.
Oh, really? Wow. I want to pick Once and Future, but I'm afraid that it's because I've read so much of it in such a short time that I might go Something's Killing the Children. I think honestly, I'd go Philadelphia. But for whatever
Philadelphia
reason,
had one issue.
Is that why? So it can be on for 2020.
Also, maybe. Philadelphia, yeah.
So it can get nominated for Best New Series next year. Okay, well, it better be then. But
or
so then
what are we gonna do?
So you pick Something's Killing the Children?
I think I would. I really like Once and Future, though. Yeah, I'd go Something's Killing the Children. I've read Something's Killing the Children like 6 times.
I thought you were going to say Once and Future too, so I was going to just be contrarian and pick Something That's Killing the Children. Now that you've picked that,
come join the dark side. We have mustaches.
I read Something's Killing the Children. No, I read the last comic book I read is Something's Killing the Children #1. I read it just like 2 hours ago. I went through and read the first issue. That'll be my pick.
I'm having a hard time not picking Undiscovered Country because I do adore that book.
Great book.
It's so good.
The weird thing with that is it only had 2 issues also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is kind of that weird thing where it's like, maybe you picked a bad time. I don't think Scott Snyder really cares about Eisner's.
No. I mean, he's probably got a few by now, doesn't he?
He's got one. He got it for The Wake. Only The Wake.
The Wake, yeah. Which is, my favorite Scott Snyder book.
I don't get the impression that any writer or creator or anything is like out to get Eisners, but they kind
I
of
mean,
like
it would be like getting an Oscar. You
No,
don't think that
I think-
everyone would like to have one?
I mean,
No, but
I
that's
think,
when you're
I think
writing
one of
to
those
get
where
it.
it's like you got
Right.
one and they're like, oh, cool, but it's not like a, yeah, because it seems a little bit more arbitrary than
Hi, dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here.
getting
Have
wrapped.
a good night. Be safe.
Oh,
I don't know.
Burke family, welcome.
Sam King, if
Very family.
Something's Killing the Children is the only thing of that list you've read, then you are in for a treat because all those other books
Oh, Todd, yeah.
are really good.
I am, in fact. That is why when I do this. Oh, yeah, because Nick actually has my webcam so that he's not on a cell phone. So I have my my camera running on as my webcam. So I don't know if you're into cameras. I can tell you what I'm running if you want. I also don't want.
I'm pretty sure he's
about
pretty
that
big into stuff like that. I know he's mentioned that he doesn't use his work equipment for his streaming.
Nice.
So
So I'm using a Canon EOS R as my webcam with a Sigma 35 millimeter, the art lens, the 1.4 as my webcam. I've got an LED panel and then a softbox for my lighting. So I'm running ISO 200 and then a 1/1600th because, for my shutter
Beautiful.
speed. I don't know. Thanks, man. I like it. I worked at a camera shop for a hot second, and then I also photography is like the thing that makes this run. Essentially, it's why we thought we could do this because I had all of this photography and video equipment already. So it's ISO 200 indoors, correct? Because I am staring into an LED panel and a 500 watt softbox. I'm sure I'm fucking up my eyes, but I look really good.
yeah, but you got glasses
That's
already,
really
so it
what's
doesn't
important.
matter.
Yeah, whatever. I'll just get a better subscription.
I have this shop light with a light bulb in it
And I have the lights on my ceiling.
right there.
All right,
And then
so
I
we
have
can go back to
And then I have another one right here. This one's a little bit more yellowy.
So for continuing series, the winner was Bitter Root by David Walker, Chuck Brown, and Sanford Green. That is an image book, if you didn't know. Other books included with that was Criminal, Crowded, Daredevil, The Dreaming, and Immortal Hulk. And I'm pretty sure when we talked about this, I said the Immortal Hulk would win it, not necessarily because I think it deserves it. Also, I'm wearing the shirt. You might have missed that while you were snacking, Todd. I said I think that it would. I said I think it would win it, not because it deserves it, but is like you probably should have gotten it a few years ago, but we didn't give it to you. Enjoy it now. But I also think I said a lot of people love Daredevil. I maybe thought Criminal. I know a lot of people really like Bitter Root. I think I read the first 2 issues, and it was like one of those books where I was grabbing them off the rack, and by the time the 3rd issue came out, they didn't have it at the shop. And once again, I had so many things pulled that I was like, well, I guess this is a book I'm no longer getting.
Hey, poser. Man, I guess no 2:30 stream with you after this? All right, fine. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Have a good night. He's got 3 kids. He's allowed to get tired.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired too.
But yeah, and
And you've got 3 kids.
4 kids.
No, you have 3 kids.
Oh yeah, I do. Plus, yeah,
Plus
I
1.
do have 3. Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh, as one person leaves, another shows up. Yep, exactly. So,
Who do
hey,
we
Bearded,
have?
what up?
Oh, Bearded, welcome, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Now the poser's gone, we can finally talk.
Oh, finally, we can all take our shirts off.
I'm just gonna say one gripe is that I think you should have rated the Ant-Man movies higher on your list, personally. And I'm
From
really
who?
mad about that. He's been Bearded. He's
Oh.
been redoing all the Marvel movies, and
I'm like, it's pretty high on my list, man.
yeah, you would not like where he put it, but you might be really into where he put one of the Spider-Man movies.
I bet you're wrong about that, unless it's way at the bottom.
Yeah, he had one in his bottom 6.
Okay. I really liked them as they came out, and then as I have revisited them, I have not liked them near as much.
And I think that was the exact same thing he said.
I really am still really pissed at all the fanboys who made Andrew Garfield not get a third Spider-Man movie. He was really good, and it really still makes me upset.
He was a very good Peter Parker.
Yeah, he was a good Spider-Man too, but he was a really good Peter.
No, but the thing is, he doesn't really get to be Spider-Man. It's how they use him as Spider-Man.
Sure.
Whereas, like, the actor gets to really show who Peter Parker is. So I test that. It's not really his fault, however his Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
Because that's all mostly CGI. And, like, he's not really Spider-Man, but he is.
But he
Peter
still
Parker.
had his jokes and his things that he'd do.
But
It was more, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard for him to come out as Spider-Man, but it's really easy to show as Peter Parker because he's just getting to be the person, and he doesn't have to be CGI'd and web slinging and quipping and all of that. Where did he rank Ant-Man? Because
the first Ant-Man he definitely had at the bottom level of the second 6, the bottom half. Well, so in the bottom half, he had it at the lower half of the top half of the bottom half, and he put Ant-Man and Wasp above it by 1 or 2.
Interesting.
And, like, I guess also I think he watched all of these movies in, like, quarantine. So what he did is his list is like, so he watched Iron Man 1, and then once the next movie came, was that better or worse than Iron Man 1? And then put him ahead, and then doing it that way, where, like, he said that there's certain movies. Yeah, I almost did a double malfunction.
Almost
2
did
weeks
it
in a row.
again.
This is luckily.
If you keep doing that, we're gonna be forced to laugh at you when it happens.
This is only my bags and boards.
First time it was horrifying.
Last time was horrifying given what you had out there. That was
I
terrifying.
also have a short box, like, literally right here. So when they fell over, they fell on top of a short box. That is maybe 2 feet from where they fell.
It's not so bad.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. So 17 out of how many MCU movies?
23.
Oh,
That's
from the bottom. That's so low.
That's really low.
Tell me Iron Man 3 was less than that.
Wait. So, Bearded, you had Ant-Man and what? You had the second one rated higher than the first one?
At 15.
Interesting.
That's so interesting.
And also, pretty much everything after 20 was like, this is pretty much a good movie.
What was the last one?
I was more enjoying.
Was it Black Panther?
The first movie, I think, was Iron Man 3.
So
the worst.
And then Thor: Dark World.
It was one of those two, and then Captain Marvel.
Wow. Okay.
He doesn't like timepiece. Oh, just kidding. Captain America, the first, was really low too. He doesn't like timepiece.
I'm okay with that. I
rewatched that movie a while back, and it is also like the most dated CGI, I feel like, of all of them. Like when he jumps a motorcycle, you're like, oh, cool.
We should do that. We should come up with a comic burrito list of where we argue for a half hour trying to place
per movie
for each movie.
Yeah.
Can we get like a 4th box in here or something? And yeah.
I'll just do.
No, we don't want to do it right now, do we?
No, I haven't even technically seen all of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, because you don't like Robert Downey Jr.
I've seen like 2 of the Iron Man movies at this point.
Have you watched Justice League Dark Apocalypse War yet?
I have not, but
I
I
haven't.
can watch it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Speaking
All
of
right,
movies,
so everyone that was asking about this, I'm just gonna post a link to Bearded in the chat, and you can like check it out. I think the last one comes out tomorrow. They're each
you can go yell at him on there.
yeah.
Hey, I don't like your opinion.
Nah!
Yeah. You're
But-
wrong.
I'm pretty sure that goes to his
You're
channel.
objectively wrong somehow.
I think tomorrow. I could be wrong. I didn't see today's, but I've been watching the other ones just because I think it's funny to see people watch things and see how I stand.
Bearded would love to watch that show, so
Yeah.
maybe
So
we'll
maybe
do that.
we'll
We'll
make
just
one.
hop on at some point and we'll rank them
Yeah.
between the three of us.
We won't prep for it at all. We'll just
Yeah.
Argue
It
about
won't be like
We'll-
yours.
We'll
Cool,
still
calm, and
not have
collect.
seen at least 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that really surprised me is a lot of people hated Age of Ultron, and I feel like he rated that higher than most people would. But
I liked Age of Ultron and I never understood the hate for it. Also, I'm a really big James Spader fan. So
I think Age of Ultron was better after other stuff came out and you went back.
maybe I enjoyed Age of Ultron. While I was watching, I'm like, this is fun.
Okay. I like the
And that's all they
I
are.
like the robot guy.
Ultron. Yeah, Ultron was cool.
Yeah. He was neat.
He was
good.
neat. Apparently, Nat didn't know these movies were made. There's a comic publisher called Marvel. They have a lot of like superhero
Yeah.
books. And they've made some movies out of them that have done fairly well in the box office.
They've done all right.
If you want to check them out, I would recommend Iron Man.
did you see Iron Man 2 and Ant-Man? I would recommend Guardians of the Galaxy.
That is the one.
Just watch that one.
that's the
You'll
one.
like that, I assume.
Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorites.
I like that you guys are taking this joke and going serious with it, but
Oh,
here's some
mean-
real recommendations.
Oh yeah.
people actually like Iron Man. And I have a weird. So we'll just
He's
get into
right
this
there.
because I think I've told you guys that. I mean, I
You've
told you
told
guys
us.
this when we met. My mom
was trying
hated
not to
Robert
bring it up.
Downey Jr. And I
Why?
have this weird. Apparently, he was in Ally McBeal. She didn't like that because he was just coming off of doing drugs or something. I don't know. It's a weird thing. My mom hated him on Ally McBeal. I weirdly hated him my entire life because of my mom hating him. So, thanks, Mom. You did that to me.
Such a
I
weird
think over the last couple days, I think Wes and I are best friends. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm pretty sure it's Wes and I.
Wow.
How about like
Well,
I
it-
think
it
it's
was
just
short,
like
but it
if
was-
you were to take the
it was
best
short
qualities
power.
of all of us and
Oh,
mix
it's
it into
Wes.
one person, we're loosely Wes. Like
If you take all of our negatives away and then put us together, we are almost Wes. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
also Bearded said he's sorry that his rankings hijacked our show. I don't even really think that that's it. I think it's just us as a people, we get hijacked very easy.
Well, it's because we like to talk about what other people want to talk about. Yeah.
Sam King, Ally McBeal, still ruining lives 20 years later. Thanks, Mom. It was her favorite show, and I don't get it. But like, ooga chugga, I still got this feeling. Naked baby.
I have a video because I was recording. at
Oh,
some
yeah.
point when Poser and us three were just chatting after a show at one point, and I started. It was really early on, and I have a video somewhere of the four of us jamming out to.
I still got this feeling deep inside of me.
Was that like the first week of shutdown? Maybe second or
It was
something?
early.
It was super early.
I'm pretty sure.
That was when like people. That was like when we were in our houses, like sure that just everyone was dead. Like it was. It was so early on.
That was
Yes,
when we
it
got
was
you to watch
super early
wrestling
on.
with us.
That's
we
right.
watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who
We
was
watched
it?
the AEW.
Yeah, we watched the Kenny Omega
It was
Hangman versus the
versus-
Young Bucks, the tag match.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I wanted to call them the Lucha Bros.
They are not that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, those were good.
Kane Paul, let us know.
Yeah,
Shoot
totally.
us his Twitter.
Yeah. I like the sound of that.
So Nick, I just want to let you know we're all now his favorite. So I'm back in the good graces.
Wes, you love Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok is one of my favorite, like, just superhero movies. And I don't like Thor that much, but that one I liked a lot.
I think Marvel Universe Thor.
5 easy.
See, I knew I liked Hotel for a reason. I could tell.
Is that why?
Yeah. Also, no, but yes, it was the worst gimmick match. I hated it
and
so
they
much.
Showed it.
They
showed it. They showed that like fake eye, and it was so like, what? Why?
It's such Attitude Era bad. Like, it was terrible. But yeah, they did get their eye ripped out.
Did you watch the bar fight yet?
Yeah.
Did you like it or did you not?
The urinal scene was hilarious.
I said to my wife as we're watching this, like, do you think that urinal's actually been used? Like, do you think this is a real bar? Do you think this is just an area?
No, it's for sure a real urinal, but I'm sure they cleaned it beforehand.
But like, do you think that's a real bar? Or do you think that's a thing in WWE studio?
Maybe.
Sorry.
I think it was a real bar. But anyways, the wrestling. This is Comic Burrito, a WrestleCast. I'm Todd. And Nick's gone.
I thought about going on a pee break, but I don't really have to go. So
just need.
But
Maybe I'll go try. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Go do something. I might be out of beer. I thought I had another one.
Did you mute me or did I just get muted? Am I crazy again?
I can hear you.
Oh, was it bad? Oh, I was originally muted. I think my computer did a freeze like yours. Oh. Oh, is Nick actually muted or is Nick being weird? Gosh,
no, Nick's just being stupid.
I'm just fucking with you.
I think my computer freaked out like your computer.
Cole is the easiest one to get with that because he's in IT. Cole's in IT, so he's like, computer issues are going to happen.
Yeah, he's just like,
well, the
shit.
hardest thing is that Todd didn't do any. Todd was like frozen, and Nick is like. And then so I'm like, well, Todd's moving and stuff. So I'm like, wait, is it just Nick is also got muted? Because I said I was muted and I thought you might make a joke. But now I'm even more confused because I think Todd is actually frozen. Gosh, are you that good? Are you that good at good? Well, this is fun.
Anyways, no one say anything. So comic books are something we talk about.
I've been reading, which Todd, I guess we could talk a little bit.
Are you peeing, Cole?
No. Oh, somebody said. No, I think somebody said something about a pee break.
Oh,
I said pee break. I was going to go, but
because I got your banner ready if you need it.
Yeah.
The chat froze. No.
I think maybe we all froze.
It's possible.
No, I can't get it to. Damn it.
So besides Marvel movies, Bearded, is there anything from this week? Because we asked everybody, but you came in late. Is there any new comic books this week that you have been really excited about? That's sad, Nat. That's no good.
Not even like the trade? Are we trying to find singles?
Yeah,
singles are going to be hard. Singles are going to be hard at this point.
Singles are. I've found some. I almost bought some off eBay recently. I think it was around $40 or $50 for the 6 issues, which didn't seem bad. But I have the trade, so I passed on it, but
Waiting for it to load onto normal. Come on, StreamYards. Because
Oh,
come on. There it is. Yes. Bliss was interesting. I'm very excited about it. Image is killing it. They always kill it, but they are killing it.
For a company that should kill it, they're killing it.
Exactly. It's already expected of them, so they're keeping that bar high. That was definitely my favorite number one from this last week, which I think there's only 2 or 3.
I read 2 other ones.
That's okay. There's 3 number ones this week. It was Bliss
Chew,
and
no
Chew,
heroin.
and no heroin. That's it. Yeah.
There were a few others, I would think. But yeah, those are the ones we read.
I'm sure there's a few.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Billionaire Island. Fantastic. It's the second coming, guys. So amazing.
Yeah, Nick
Bad
reads
reception.
it.
Nick still isn't. I read it too. I love it.
It's coming back.
No, I was saying Billy. Oh yeah, you do too. But I know Nick reads it also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad reception is fantastic.
I think the end of I think it's going to get better, but Billionaire Island, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of holding pattern. The last issue was very good.
Oh, I like this last one. It was good.
I like the last issue better than because that was 3, right? I liked 2 kind of.
No, 2 was a little different, but 1 and 3 so far. So that's pretty good out of 3 comics.
Yeah, it's been good.
And then the man who I'm assuming the man who effed up time is what you're talking about. Let me pull that up real quick.
That's
weird robot.
That's John Layman, and that's
because that is Aftershock.
Yeah, John Layman, and it's Kyle Moster on art.
I wanted to get that, and I didn't get that one.
I read.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Aftershock is also doing very well right now because they've got Bad Reception, Dead Day, Disaster Inc., Join the Future, The Man Who Effed Up Time, and also You Are Obsolete is another comic from them that I adore. And then Undone My Blood.
Oh, they have some older books like Jimmy's Bastards was really good. What else have I read? I read this like one of their first or early, like, I mean, there's Animosity. I read a lot of the beginning of that, and Animals Essentially Can Talk. I know Nick and I actually talked about this at the comic shop because he saw The Rise, and I was like,
they had volume 2 or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't read that, so apparently Cod might be peeing or he just left. I'm not entirely sure, but he didn't put the P count up, so I'm not tight. Also, Yasmin #1, which I know Poser was huge on. There were a few Empire books. I don't know what he's doing. That were also #1s, but yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? There was some weird robot time travel, maybe book.
Engine World?
No.
Descender?
I did not read Ranger Slayer, but I very much want to.
What was it? It was something robot or
you're talking about Robot Ninja. That's next week.
Ascender?
No.
Are you talking about Ascender?
No, it was from like Dark Horse, or it was from a smaller one, like Weird Robot, or oh damn it! I was gonna buy it because it looked weird, and then I didn't do it, and now I'm trying to find it.
Engine World?
I can't remember. No, I think it had the word robot in it.
I'm looking at everything that came out last week.
No, this would have been like a month ago.
Oh.
This wouldn't be super recent, I don't think.
Yes.
Man. Oh, I found it. X-Ray Robot. Yeah, that was Dark Horse. I'm trying to find that. They didn't have the first couple of issues at Comic Signal. I think they had like 3, maybe.
Yes. This is where we're at right now.
But they call it modern.
Yes.
Because that'd be confusing for collectors.
Yeah. No, I think we'll definitely look back, and I think this is the time of like indie. This is like the indie comics golden age. This is when like the non-superhero, and I mean even superheroes to a point.
That's what Nat said.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. It's the independent publishers, the little guys are are just coming out swinging hard.
And I mean, even a company like AWA. Hey, what's up, Newbie Comics? Thank you.
What's up, newbie? Thanks for
Even
stopping
like
in.
AWA that are brand new to this year. I read the first issue of The Resistance, and the only reason why I didn't read the second issue is because I know Todd's been talking about stealth, and I got the first 2 issues. And I also bought the third one, and I wanted to just
I want to talk about Resistance, though, so that's
talk
cool.
about it. So I read the first issue, and it's like I even texted Todd because I knew that he read this. Like after I read that issue, like I was just like, how crazy is it that this book came out before COVID?
It's really crazy.
And is loosely all based on a pandemic.
Yep.
So and that's the thing. I think that was the book, and maybe Archangel 8 came out before this, but I think that was like Archangel. Yeah, I think that was like the first. Those were the first 2 books that they came out with. So it's so crazy that they like started this line. And even if you read the like writer's letter or author's letter, I don't know how you say it, but at the end, he's talking about how Axel from AWA brought him this pitch about this new comic company that he was going to say, and how he wanted him to come here and start writing stuff. And like, that's the thing I really like with Devil's Highway, Nick. I don't know if you read that, but if you go to like the end section, there's Benjamin Percy, and I think his name is Brent Schoonmaker, the artist, or Schooner something. But they both talk about these weird things that have happened to them around their life.
I read Percy's. I didn't read the artist's blurb.
They both have a very they're different stories, but also he showed him his tits.
Yeah, I saw that, or I read that part. That was Percy's.
There was like a bumper sticker that was just like "Show me your tits," and he like saw a dude.
Classic trucker move. Classic trucker.
Classic.
Newbie, we're talking what we really love this week, what we're reading, especially something new. If you have anything, throw it in so we can talk about it, because one of us probably read it. Probably. Can't get
yeah, maybe. Unless it's a Marvel.
Then it might not be something.
Marvel.
Not that Marvel doesn't. Yeah, or Dynamite.
I read some Dynamite.
Why?
If it's The Boys.
Yeah, literally The Boys. And it's like at this point, it's like, well, I told my shop to get them all for me. So at this point, there's like 2 more books.
Also, I think John Wick comes out on Dynamite because I pulled that.
It does. We talked about this a little bit, but that Keanu Reeves Matt Kent book, Berserker.
I'm so excited. I'm real into it. Anything Keanu touches, I'm very into it.
And also, it's Matt Kent, so it's gonna be at least like,
hey, Lost in Comics, hey ya.
Hey, there he is. Now we can start the show.
Yeah,
hey.
Thanks, Chris and/or Oscar. We finally are starting. God, we've literally just been sitting here waiting.
We've just been killing time.
Yep.
But also, sorry for hijacking one of your threads. Weirdly, I didn't mean to hijack it. I made a cool Grand Rapids, Michigan
where
joke.
That came from?
Yeah, and then Poser went ham on it.
Oh my god.
But also, if you know a place that we can look at getting that comic because it's not on Kickstarter anymore, please let us know, or at least just me.
I wasn't really. Oh, this is way more interesting than I was expecting. What wasn't pulling your attention this week? I'm really curious because
apparently anything.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Because like Batman.
Yeah, Joker War started. We got a new Image. Blitz.
Kane Paul.
Hotel 3 came out.
I'm not exactly sure when Back to the Future Transformers is supposed to drop, but I believe Transformers My Little Pony is supposed to come out this week.
Of course. I mean,
my daughter reminded me about that. She's really excited about it.
All right, Todd, you can throw my timer up if you want.
Ooh. It's so tempting to leave Todd alone since he leaves.
Go for it. I'll talk about pinball. That's what I did on Poker.
It's pinball time.
It's pinball time, everybody. Uh, don't tell Oscar. Oh, poor Oscar. What are you gonna do? Here we go. Ooh, what up, everybody? I'm just gonna do one of these. Hello. I should probably put the comments up. I'm talking with the writer of Defenders of Eden. Hey, cool. Very awesome. That's cool. Oh, pinball. Do you really want me to talk about pinball? Because I'll fucking talk about pinball. I fucking love me some pinball. If you have any specific pinball questions, I would love to answer them. During the first half of the pandemic, our favorite place, my wife and I's favorite place for date night is called the Pyramid Scheme. It's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's a pinball bar. They have a bar, and then there's 20 some pinball machines, and that is the whole place, and it is the best. So since they couldn't have they don't have food, so they couldn't stay going on during the pandemic, they rented out their pinball machines. So for 2.5 months, we had Monster Bash in our house, which was just awesome. It was the best thing. Cole's back.
Yes. Also, I really enjoy the Pyramid Scheme too.
Yeah, Pyramid Scheme's the best.
It is.
So yeah, I love it, and that was and then we play digitally a lot. I have a lot of the boards, especially some of the classic ones on PlayStation. Attack from Mars is my personal favorite, whereas Monster Bash is my wife and I's mutual favorite. It's our couple favorite, I suppose. But yeah. No, it was amazing, and it was the best thing having a pinball machine in my house. I loved it. I miss it, and now I need one.
I'm basic, so when I go there, there's 3 machines that I play. I usually go to Dark Knight first. If that's not taken, then I will play Metallica, and if Metallica's not taken, I play Addams Family because well, my best friend growing up had what was that? The Western game, arcade game. He had that. He had some playing game, and then he had Addams Family pinball in his house. So
that's cool.
I just played that.
That's
but also,
awesome.
Unrelated to anything, Bearded, how do people in Columbus react to Michigan State fans coming to football games if we can do that anytime soon?
What? First of all, don't miss it. I mean, now miss it because you can't probably go anywhere right now that has it. But go to a bowling alley and play, or go to a place. It's great. Pinball's the best.
I would assume San Antonio is a big enough city that you should have a pinball place.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Houston or Austin is the smallest of the 4 cities in Texas. Thank you. I just went to the Michigan State, Ohio State Big Ten Championship, and it was not very welcoming. Granted, it was in Indianapolis.
Indy has one of my favorite barcades.
Indiana or Indianapolis?
Indianapolis. Indy.
Yeah, I mean, an enemy of an enemy is a friend, right? That's what we say. Oh, apparently it's just me now. Hey, guys. This hasn't happened before.
There's a button on my mouse that closes me out of this, or it goes backwards or something. I don't know what's going on.
I'm still proud of you. I got really nervous and really scared, and I didn't know what to talk about.
Cole wasn't...
was not ready for that. Dang it, it's happening again. So I swear that it just looks like that because the pool was cold and it's cold in here. I don't think Todd likes college sports at all. Nick and I both like Michigan State.
I do not like college sports. I think that they should be paid, and the scholarship isn't enough. They make way too much money, especially off of video games and jerseys and all of these things, that it's ridiculous, and I can't endorse it.
Video games
There's
aren't
my
a thing.
There's my
anymore.
pedestal. There's my pedestal. That's it. That's why. That's why I can't. I'm not a huge fan of the NCAA. That's all. But I was a Spartans fan growing up. So, but I'm a Lions fan now. I don't know. So I will root for it, especially
This
during
podcast,
during
as
big
a whole,
games.
We're all Lions fans, all of us. This is a
Yes.
Lions podcast through and through. If you like the NFL, we all root for the Lions.
Yep. There's not one of us that's a Packers fan, because that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, and they would also probably be an idiot.
Thank you, Nat. Thank you. I get so much shit for having that opinion. It's crazy.
Sam said I thought that was changing, and I'm pretty sure that it is actually changing. I
Nick
know
is-
that
Nick, how do I put user in timeout?
can't mute
Can I
us.
put me in timeout?
no, don't do it. That's all of us. Dang
I
it.
know.
We gotta change the password and don't tell Nick.
Yes.
Me putting poser in timeout is okay.
And don't tell Nick that the password is don't tell Nick.
yeah.
Todd versus the NCAA. That is a comic book that I would read and I would try to write.
You
I
can
would
probably add him
lose.
back in. He's eating cereal, apparently.
He's not on the stream.
He's eating cereal, is what he said.
Yeah. No, he's eating cereal, but not on stream.
Yeah, so you missed it, Bearded. Apparently, Poser doesn't think that
this is his-
Michigan and Ohio count as Midwest states. And he went on this rant, and I just put up Encyclopedia Britannica, and then he kept calling me weird, like, porn names and making fun of my mustache. And it's like, hey, man, I'm sorry that you lost an argument that we had. Like, it's okay. We're still friends.
No, you're not. Not anymore.
I mean, we probably will be. He needs to sleep it off. I think he had a lot of anger running through him, and that's why I went to bed early tonight. And that's fine. What are the mascots?
For
Also,
the Spartans
apparently,
in Michigan, Wolverine and Sparty.
yeah, and apparently for all you other YouTubers here, if you put somebody in timeout, you can't take them out of timeout. It's just a random amount of time that they're there, and they just eventually come out of it. The gateway to the West? Dude,
Yeah,
the Midwest
that's what it's called.
the Midwest doesn't really make sense at all, but it's a thing.
How does it not make sense?
I don't know. Like,
Middle and west, but is it middle this way? Middle this way?
we're definitely not in the middle of the state. I mean, I guess like Kansas is.
Unless you chop off the coast, then we're in the middle. Everything there, the coasts are bread. You got to think about it like a sandwich.
Yeah, but Florida makes it all weird.
The Florida is just the piece of like pastrami hanging out the bottom of the sandwich. It's okay.
Bearded, get out of
So,
here. Mideast is
yeah.
not a thing.
Who's we? Is Bearded in Michigan?
He's in Ohio.
Oh, so he's counting as us. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean,
We are more
technically
Mideast.
Ohio's in the Midwest also. It's something weird with the Ohio River in like the 17th precinct. And
Sam's on the east of Maine, but I
yeah,
thought he was
Sam's in Canada. Yeah, he's like in New
Oh,
Brunswick, I think.
He's east of Maine, so all of the U.S. is western.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The flaccid penis of the state. Also, I think we need to like just mute Nick again. Nick, get back on your own account so people don't get mad at us.
Yeah, Poser said that he was tired and he had to go to sleep, but I think he's just pissed off at Cole. Loston, we've asked everybody else, and you've shown up, but like I technically know what you've been really excited about because I've already seen like your stuff. But like, what comics this week have you really attached to and you're really excited about?
He liked Bliss as much as you liked Bliss.
I know. It makes me happy. Because I thought Bliss was incredible.
I'm
Like,
probably
that
gonna
was
just wait
such
till
a
the
good
trade,
number one.
so I probably could have like even listened to it, but then it was just like I like muted it, like and sitting there like, oh, somebody put bunny ears.
Yeah. I love seeing some love for Bliss because I know you guys haven't read it. It's so good. The colors in it are one of my favorite things, and it's just I love that the colors are so significant. Hi. What's up? Yeah.
Todd is a child.
I do.
We all have children. Hi. Thanks for joining us.
You say hi?
Hi.
You say hi to Cole?
Hi.
Hello.
You say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You are, I think, the second mini burrito to show up on the live stream. Maybe the first.
She was on recently. I don't remember.
Oh, maybe when I wasn't here.
You have a fort?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a blanket fort? That's really cool. All right. I love you. Oh, no.
I love you.
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 Here's a random book that I bought from Todd's comic shop.
Yeah, Tardy.
Number 1. It is a Marvel book.
That's what's funny is that's why I had her, was just to impress you. So I'm glad that it paid off 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Phew. But yeah, no, she's the best and everything, and I love her. So she's the best. How did y'all prepare to read Hotel 3? I got all cozy in my bed. I turned off my lights. I got all snuggly, and then I read it and got all the heebie-jeebies, and it was great. I loved it. It's the same thing I do when I play Resident Evil.
Nice. Yeah, I think because we watched it, or we got it the week before we read it.
We got a preview of it. So I read it twice because I read it on New Comic Book Day too. Dragged daughter out of bed. Nick's trying to get point.
Yeah, maybe I should also go wake up my less than 2-year-old daughter and bring her down here. She'll probably, maybe if she's like excited, she'll sing row your boat, maybe Wheels on the Bus. If you're lucky, you'll get ABCs. She'll probably just ask for mom.
Yep. That's what's up right there. That's basically how I read like all AWA. AWA is not like a daytime publisher. AWA is read in the evening to the night.
I would say maybe The Resistance. I've only read one issue. I don't think that there's a lot of horror elements yet, but maybe there will be. I don't know. Yeah, I obviously would not wake her up. I'm kind of lucky. My daughter does sleep fairly good, but I'm definitely not going to wake her up in the middle of the night to bring her on the podcast that we do.
My daughter was up because it's movie night with my wife. So she's in a blanket fort. She just finished up a movie. Because, she's 5. So summertime. So Hotel 3 and Bliss, Loston. I know it's Chris. It's like when Poser's on, it's hard not to call people by their handles.
YouTube. But that second read though still is so good. Like that book, and we talk about this every time, but that book Hotel, the thing I love about it is just like it takes the great aspects of like the one shot that Ice Cream Man is, but it intertwines them all together in such a great way. Like like it's pretty much Ice Cream Man mixed with the movies Four Rooms by I think Robert. Well, it was 4 different directors, but Robert Rodriguez was one of them. Where it's just the thing, and I love it.
Ooh, beginning of Joker Wars. Yes, I have been cool on.
The two of us both
Tynan's
have
run.
been.
I've been cool on Tynan's run. Basically, now that Nick's not here to be like, and like all of that, I did not like how they handled the designer. I was really excited for a new Batman Rogue and how that all like turned out. I get the prep for Joker War and like the necessity for there to like be like a prelude. I just wish that this new Rogue that I was excited about didn't end up being kind of pointless. I wish that they would have just done a different route to get there because I was really excited about the designer and they kind of just went like whatever about it. So that was a bummer, but in for Joker War. And I gotta say my favorite Joker War title so far, like introductory or like the mainstay so far now, is Batgirl. Batgirl was so good this week.
Yeah, I also agree. We talk about it in our This Week in Comics.
Ooh.
Like,
Hi, Bearded. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
we'll
as
definitely not just flame on your rankings anymore. I swear.
And even I get it. I mean, this is the thing. Even as we've like said this to like that Nick isn't here to listen to us talk about Batman. The one thing I've always said is like it's art, man. Like there are certain things where I know, like I'm sure there are people that hate Saga, and that seems crazy to me. But it can happen, and I understand it. Like,
yeah, no, it's okay.
It's art, and not everyone sees it the same. And that's what I love about it. I love that we can all talk about this stuff. I like that we can debate about it, and we can all see different things. But, like, that's the thing that's cool is when you hear somebody talk about something, sometimes you might pick up something that you miss.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, like, as we were saying, like, Batgirl, like, I was like, man, do I need to read all of Batgirl now? Like, 46 other issues? Because that issue was tight.
Yes, it was so good. Hey, Aggressively Relaxing. I love your name.
Yeah, I really want to do that. I feel like I'm always aggressive a little bit, but not really.
I gotta calm down.
It is so comfortable right now.
I'm meditating. So yeah, no, that's great. That's what sorry with the free comic book day book. What? But yeah, I heard you say the whole run hasn't been this good though for Batgirl. Yeah. No, it hasn't. I do really enjoy the Batgirl run. It's been a pull that I've pulled Batgirl since pre-New 52. So like it's one of those books where I'm just invested in Batman, Batgirl, Green Lantern, Justice League, and Flash. Those are DC books that I've been pulling since before New 52. I will always pull them, so I'm in for like the dives and the peaks and the valleys and all that stuff. This is probably the best rebirth issue of Batgirl that there's been. But that doesn't mean that the rest of the run's not good. I feel like is going to be a key issue. I think that this is a sleeping key issue where this one's going to be worth something because it's not printed as much as Batman and the other ones because it's Batgirl. And that art, the story that they tell in just this one comic book, this is going to be something. So, yes, I still recommend the Batgirl run. It's the Oracle part I was cool on. I didn't like a good 8 issues for a while, but it's a good run, and I recommend the Rebirth run. It's fun. It's interesting. Barbara goes through a lot of different things. I recommend it. But this is by far the best Rebirth issue.
I would say that Batgirl was the best Batman Joker War issue, in my opinion, this week. Yep. And this is the first time that I might have maybe picked Batman over Detective Comics.
Me too, which is interesting that Wes is now saying that Detective was better. I think I would go Batgirl, Batman, Detective.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like Detective is kind of like, I feel like Detective has always been like here, like Batman, like through this arc is kind of like
this Two-Face run though was excellent in Detective Comics. That was.
And I get why
excellent.
somebody like Chaos who kind of jumped in on like one issue.
How long has he been here?
I don't know.
10 minutes.
No, shut up.
Yeah, like when you started talking about Joker War.
Oh, well, that hasn't been 10 minutes, but that's a while.
Yeah, no, like I ran downstairs and like Joker, and then you didn't let me in. And
Oh, text
I'm
me.
glad.
I
glad
in
that-
the private chat.
No, I don't see that. That doesn't ding.
Well,
If
Yeah,
this
it's
happens
really
again,
hard.
hit me up.
I'm just glad that Chris
There's so many things
mentioned
going
it
on.
because there was a day where he was like, I have no idea if this person is in the green room. And I was like, it's weird when you're not running it. I just assumed you could see that on this platform.
yeah, I can see me. It's they're like a little picture down here, and it's
Yeah.
like you're waiting, and I'm just sitting here. I was just about to like text you like, if you're not gonna add me, then I'm gonna go back to bed because it's getting late. Like,
There's just no notification whatsoever.
well, and my computer like did this weird little reboot thing. I thought Cole had like muted me. Like I thought it was a joke at first, and then it just kind of kept going. And it was
I can't
like,
mute you.
and it was like I don't know what's because I was typing on my computer, but it wasn't showing up in the chat.
Mm.
So it was like,
Well, hi, Nick.
what the hell? Hi,
Joker War.
I was eating cereal.
What cereal was it though?
It was Cheerios,
Ooh,
My
that's a
daughter
classic.
loves like just standard Cheerios.
honey nut.
Okay.
Honey Nut.
I mean,
Yeah,
Cheerio and Honey Nut
2%
Cheerios
milk?
are two different.
yeah.
2%?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
We're a 1% house.
I put a little bit of Hershey's chocolate on top.
I don't drink any milk, but my daughter.
You
I
ever
don't know.
you ever put some crushed peanuts on that?
No,
I don't like peanuts enough for that.
Oh.
Like I like peanuts by themselves. I don't like peanuts on anything else.
You basically can make a cereal sundae.
yeah.
It's great. Anyways, I'm going to be a butt. Even though I was already a butt, I'm so sorry, Nick, that we need to figure out a better system for when we're back because StreamYards doesn't want to tell me.
It's harder than you think to actually run it from the one time I did it. And I guess I can kind of see Nick's message from here, but I'm also far away.
Well, I didn't know. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
But now, here,
All I wanted to say was that I liked Batman, so that's.
No.
Oh,
there you go.
now it's no Cole. Now, well, we don't need to do that either.
I
Oh,
don't like this either.
what's going on?
I don't like it. Why did he put us weird like this? He doesn't want our background to be. Oh, there it is.
Whoa,
I'm wearing a
this
Hulk
is
shirt.
weird.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable with this.
You made this happen.
There you go.
Why am I on the bottom?
I don't know. You're just
Kane's out.
the bottom.
Night, Kane.
There. Bring him back. We're good. All right.
Bring me back. Who's leaving? Sam?
Kane
Hey,
is
Sam.
out.
Enjoy Canada.
Enjoy Canada, eh?
We'll blame Canada though on the other
Hey.
account.
Yeah, no, I also agree, Frank. The Tynan, his run on Detective was why I was so excited about
Agreed.
Batman. So I was a little downhearted because I didn't really attach myself too well to like this pre-Joker War run. But this Joker War issue,
So
I'm totally into it.
I'm pretty sure somebody on Twitter mentioned that there was a word bubble episode where Tynan was on it and he talks about how this wasn't his story to write and they just told him this was a story, write it.
He
And
got a
like that
skeleton.
makes me feel better about it for sure. Knowing
Yeah.
that.
They had to like fix whatever they could that King did, right? They had to kind of rein it back in. So to
I
speak.
don't know necessarily if that's it, if they had this idea, or if this was how King was gonna end his war and
Well,
they're
why
changing
would-
it.
do it. I don't know why he wouldn't. Maybe.
Well, maybe he wanted he went to pee, as you can see by the PK.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's so uncommon of a thing that a writer is given a skeleton of a story of this is where we want you to take this kind of a thing, or this is where we need it to be, and we need.
I don't know if that's what you're saying is true. I mean, like Mad Cave is a company.
I know
From
it's
what
not,
we learned,
not true.
yeah, but what we learned from Jared from like Mad Cave, all of them, they gave him an idea and they said, write this story for us. So I would guess, especially with DC, they probably have a lot of that. They might let certain people like run wild with it. I think that that's where they got mad, because they did let Tom King run wild with it, and maybe they didn't like what he did.
Well, and I think a lot of times maybe a writer might get the job because they pitch their idea and it gets picked up, kind of a thing too. But it's interesting. I think it was Wes told me earlier this week that James Tynion is signed on past issue 100, which for a while that was kind of a gray area.
Yeah.
Whether or not he was just kind of filling in for this 85 through 100, and then death metal or 5G or whatever was going to happen, and the torch would be passed to somebody else. But so I'm really excited to hear that he's hanging on for that. I don't know if it'll be a reboot or what it'll be, but I'll probably pull it unless if they keep up with these ads in the centerfolds and stuff.
Yeah,
it's driving me crazy. I might drop DC. I don't know. There's just because, like we were saying earlier, there's so many independent books.
Yeah.
There's so many AWA, Aftershock, Scout, all these little, even TKO and some of the
I mean, even Dark Horse,
the bigger little guys are doing so good right now that when DC is like straight up just ruining their shit because of putting ads and stuff in.
You still didn't even mention Boom also.
Boom, yeah. I mean, I don't need to. But yeah, it's like I'd almost rather put some money there. So I don't know.
And the difference is, if you're an actual trade waiter, like unless it's a book like Far Sector or like some of these young animal books, there's probably enough money being invested into Batman and or Superman that you can just trade weight it and you'll be able to get it. It's gonna happen. Whereas like if you don't invest in a book, like I mean Crowded from Image is the perfect example. That was supposed to be like a super long book, and then it turned into only being 12 issues because no one bought the first issue. And like granted, I ended up getting the second trade of it, and I think I probably should have reread the first trade over again. I didn't get as into the second one, but that first trade is spectacular. Like it was amazing. I think I read it in like one sitting. Like just like I sat down to read like 2 issues of comics and was like, I gotta finish this. So Todd, we just want to know, what are your thoughts on chocolate pecan sundaes?
Chocolate pecan sundaes. Why is there pecans on my sundae and not peanuts?
That's what you have to figure out, my dude.
I guess I'd be fine if someone handed me it, but I'd be like, huh, that's interesting. I've never had this before.
I think we missed talks about, what is it, Department of Truth, which is Tynion's Image book.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pulling that. There's been so many times that I've just been like sending the message of like, hey, can you add this to my poll?
It's James Tynion. I mean, like, I'm probably going to pull whatever he makes. It's just is.
For the foreseeable future, yeah. Although that's a super cool book. That's the what is it? It's conspiracy theories are true. Basically, all conspiracy theories are true. So that's a cool concept.
Does that mean that my conspiracy theory is true?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's all or if it's just like that's just the premise of the book, that like all these conspiracy theories are actually true, and what that would mean. Maybe, I don't know.
Have you heard my conspiracy theory?
Oh boy.
Oh god.
I've heard one, and I believe this. So big fast food is out to get Chipotle for using non-GMO'd meat, and that's why people end up getting sick from it, because McDonald's and Burger King are paying to ruin their food. Just think.
I will go ahead and throw out there that I have not had Chipotle in the past 2 years, but the 2 to 3 years before that, I ate a lot of Chipotle and I never got sick.
Same.
And I
rarely eat Chipotle.
I have no reason whatsoever to not like Chipotle. People talk so much trash about them, and I'm like, I have always had good Chipotle.
There's one reason.
I've gone to Chipotle so many times in like the last couple of years, and I've only had good times. I really like Chipotle.
It's owned by McDonald's, which okay.
I like it. It's good.
Good burritos.
Yeah, no, I tell them what I want in it, and it works out well.
The only thing is, I don't think they have queso, but they might now.
Do. They do have queso.
Yeah, I think they do.
They definitely
used to not.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have queso. It's great. I don't know. I mean,
just think about it.
I did see a hilarious
local tacos.
Yeah.
More.
Sure.
But
I did see a hilarious video the other day of somebody going to a Chipotle, and every item that the person asks about, they say no thanks. So they just like the person's getting towards the end, and it's just an empty bowl, and it's so funny the breakdown of this poor girl who's probably getting paid minimum wage. Just like, do you want a tortilla? No. And do you want beans? Oh, no, thank you. And like meat? No. Oh, no.
That's great.
And just gets to the end and she just like hands him this empty bowl. It's great. It's good stuff. And now I want one. But yeah, I know they own it, but I don't. I like McDonald's.
That's a travesty.
Too. Oh, is their machine broke? Is their machine broken?
It's been broke for years.
Yeah.
It's because the workers don't want to fix it. They don't want to clean it.
So are you okay? So the Chipotle haters, do you like Qdoba? Because I understand, it's kind of like I understand what Nat is saying about like Chipotle is Mexican McDonald's. That's fine. You know what else is not very good?
Mexican.
Taco Bell is American Mexican. McDonald's isn't a very good burger. All these places aren't supposed to be authentic. I love to when I make tacos in my house, it takes me like 3 fucking hours. I love authentic tacos. I will go spend like $20 on like 6 tacos at my local taco place. I fucking love it. I also really like McDonald's, and I also really like Taco Bell, and I really like Chipotle. I know it's not authentic, but it doesn't mean it doesn't taste good when I like mash it up in my mouth and eat it. Like, it doesn't need to be authentic for me to love something. But I do love authentic. Like, I love like getting my chilies out onto an open flame and charring them and then rubbing them and getting them all set and doing the whole thing. But also, it's really nice to just like fucking go and be like, yeah, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then,
and most of the time, if like time and money and stuff isn't a factor, you would obviously almost always pick your authentic over the
I don't know, man.
Stuff.
Taco Bell really slaps when you're hungover.
Sure. Oh, for sure.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
You know, like that's the thing. It has a time and a place.
Very well.
And it's terrible. The next day is the worst.
I very well might be eating a triple cheeseburger tomorrow morning. From McDonald's. It's something about that triple cheeseburger for like, I don't know, it's like $2 or something stupid like that. You know when you're buying it that you're like, this is probably
this
not
is terrible.
Food. This probably is but you'll feel better.
That is my clutch breakfast at McDonald's. It is my favorite item of theirs. The sausage egg, not just sausage and egg. You don't need if you add there's something else. It's
cheese.
Yes. As soon as you add cheese, it makes it like 3 times more expensive.
No,
just the
you're thinking of the sausage cheese.
Oh yeah, it's egg that makes it really expensive.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sausage cheese is $1, and the
I do the
sausage
dollar
egg
one. I do
McMuffin
sausage cheese because I do the dollar menu one. Get a couple of those, and I'm like fucking set.
because I ordered it
Yeah.
at my buddy's bachelor party. They had that with like a large Coke, and we were on our way. And I ate food beforehand, but everyone else was eating, so I was like, "This is the smallest thing that they have, and I don't want to feel weird." So I ordered that, and he followed me, and he ordered the same thing. He's like, "You didn't tell me this had no egg." I was like, "It literally says sausage cheese. I don't understand how you didn't know egg wasn't on it."
Yeah, I feel like just so people are aware, in Michigan, we do have a very large Hispanic population. So we actually have some really tight Mexican food. Now I will not tread on Nat saying the Cubano. We don't have a large Cuban population, obviously, because we're not Florida.
Yeah.
But we have a very large Hispanic population, especially in Holland, surprisingly, which
Yeah.
I guess is not surprising to you guys. You don't know the demographic, but
It is.
we have some very authentic, very awesome Mexican food here, especially in the taco department.
Yeah,
It's amazing. It's great because it's kind of like the opposite of a lot of Chinese places where there is a lot of Chinese places, but they're not very authentic. We have a ton of taco places and they are very authentic. It's really awesome. A lot of chorizo, onion, cilantro options out there. And that's like your taco. And it's fucking awesome. I love it.
and
It's
even
my
a place
favorite thing.
like Donkey that is like
Night Crabs. Thanks for hanging out.
people making tacos, but they're authentic tacos.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So we are very lucky that we have that, which comes from we have a lot of farms. So I mean, like it's just a thing. We've gotten a large Hispanic population because we have a lot of immigrants that come here to work, which is awesome for our cultural diversity. Because dear God, does West Michigan need it? It's good, really good for us because dear God, we are incredibly white bread without
Very
our
white.
immigrant population. So it's very great. And thankfully, just in the last like 10 years, they've gotten a hold of actually getting some resources and being able to become business owners and bringing in cuisine and things like that. So it's great. We've had a lot of Thai restaurants open up too in recent history, which is great. It's really awesome. I guess I was going to say we got off topic, but we are Comic Burrito.
Talk about foods.
So yeah, it all goes in.
I mean, that's the thing. We're the hodgepodge of everything else that comes with comics.
That's true.
We talking about next week?
We could talk about next week. What are we excited about next week? I haven't even looked at next week because this week was the last 3 weeks have been crazy. What's everyone while we're looking it up? What's everyone excited for next week?
I don't think there's a lot of. If you're reading Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, there's a lot of Empire stuff.
Well, Ascender,
Thanks, Chris. Yes.
Yeah, Ascender's coming back.
Mercy number 4.
Ooh, Mercy 4 is coming out next week.
Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips Pulp, hardcover.
Nice.
Oh, it's a hardcover. Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
that Texas Blood number 2.
That Texas Blood number 2.
Nailbiter Returns.
Yeah.
Transformers vs. Terminator. Dark Ark: The Flood number 5.
I heard somebody likes that.
Well, he hasn't read The Flood yet. If that's
No, I know, but I heard
Rogue
somebody likes
Planet.
Dark Ark.
No, but in the free comic
I've
book,
heard a lot of people
today.
talk. Yeah, a lot of people talk Sleeping Beauty. The free comic book is a Batman
pretty lightweight.
Overdrive. Ooh, Batman Overdrive. God Killer number 4.
Batman Overdrive is the young adult novel. That's being in a free comic?
There is an Image book called Lost Soldier
Okay.
that is a number 1. Yeah, that's a free comic. It's probably like the first
The whole
part
novel?
of it. It's
Okay.
probably the first issue.
Because I'm like, that's just they just brought that out as like a graphic novel, young adult.
It's like a way of like, here's a
No, I
here's
know,
a
but
free comic
they're
book.
not going to start doing singles of it, right?
Oh, they also have Dark Arc. Instinct is a new one. Oh wait, that was last week, I think.
Hey, that's cool.
Or yeah,
Nice. We'll have to check that out because that sounds dope.
Yeah, I saw that, and they are going to be earlier than normal. 2 our time, 1 their time.
Nice.
We're
Very
Eastern,
cool.
They're Central.
That's awesome because that book is phenomenal. Getting Rodney Barnes, getting that Texas blood. Ooh, you got to keep up with that Lost in Comics. If you're not subscribed, you are missing out because they are getting some awesome stuff. And then just their weekly stuff is amazing because Oscar and Chris are dope dudes. There's no reason. If you're watching this, you will love them.
A Stepping Stone is also another one.
Oh,
This was the week where a lot of weird Keen Spot books came out. Fart Night Chapter Poo #1 comes out. And what was the other one? There was something like Robot Ninja or
Did
something.
you say Dark Knight Chapter Poon?
Fart Night Chapter Poo.
Fart Night Chapter Poo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
and that's from DC.
No, that's from Keen Post. But yeah, it's DC. Love his weird double spread.
I know.
Thanks, Dad.
I
And
know.
if there's anyone in here that has not checked out Lost in Comics, that's their link. You can
Yeah, hey,
check them out. Give them a sub.
Give him a sub.
Yeah, I would say that Texas.
I'm just gonna type that into your web browser. I put it up on the thing.
Oh yeah.
Just type that into your web browser.
Cool.
So it's a chapter of Overdrive because Overdrive was quite good. I liked that.
Yeah, that was like a Bruce Wayne. I learned how to drive.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna become
Yes.
Batman.
Awesome. It sounds good stuff. I am. Oh yeah, it's after midnight. I think I'm ready for bed, guys.
Yeah. Also, The Boys apparently comes out. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out with us.
I have weird poop issues.
Why you got to do that? So this is a weird thing. I was talking about a girl that I work with, and she randomly said that I have weird poop issues in a text message, and that seems weird that now Todd has a drop on me saying I have weird poop
Why
issues.
so serious?
Because I love the Midwest.
That's just how our stream ends now. It's very dramatic. Poop issues do happen.
It does. I'll probably have poop issues tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll probably have easy poop issues.
Nice.
But anyways,
On that note,
on that note,
how do you think you're gonna poop tomorrow?
I mean, I poop every day, so that's fine. I poop. I mean, sometimes they're worse than normal. I don't like this as much.
breaking down at the end. All right. So thanks for getting wrapped up with us in comics and in geography and in food.
And in friendship.
This one went a lot of different ways, and we really appreciate you all. And they're talking about Marvel right now, which is like, I don't want to cut off the chat, but also like I have nothing to contribute with Marvel.
That's perfect timing.
Night
I read
Sam,
like
Night
one
Matt,
Marvel book in
Night Lost in Comics, also aka Chris, Night Wes. Yeah, thanks guys for sticking with us. We will see you again Wednesday.
Flippity flap.
We'll have an episode Monday though. It's a source
We'll be on the premiere.
Floppy Cop. So check that out.
Flippity
It's
flappity.
floppy with us.
Flash Ray just showed up.
Flash Ray.
Okay.
All right, one more hour.
One more hour because we got somebody else.
Here we go.
We were just saying goodnight, Flash Ray. Thank you for coming, though. I really appreciate it.
And if you want to smash that like, we will not accept it.
We will not accept it. That is for sure. What's up? Yeah. Thanks for getting wrapped up with us. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
And this has been Comic Burrito, a podcast with Livestream.
From the Midwest.
Usually when I say then I'm Todd, I did that backwards.
We're also in the Midwest.
From the heart of the Rust Belt Midwest,
Part of the Midwest.
northern east.
You can't get more mid or more west.
Or east or south. We're so
got
mid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're done.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys. Have a good
Bye.
day. Bye.